I find that this opposition leader is weakening the government rather than strengthening the government. Somewhere down the line, something is missing. Look at what happened to Bangladesh today. That might happen if the government keeps silent. It will be hojaboto. It's getting out of hand. Year ending day, I mean, itu Naga political issue topic to ulai din. Itu political gimmicks ekta hoy jay just to come back to power. If they are true national workers, they should be bold enough also to call off the ceasefire, go back to the jungle and fight for our rights.
Global window laga discussion aisle de sabke swagat kuri ase. Aji laga discussion aisle de ekta prominent personality ekta loi kina aina ase. Tai do politician ase aro tai karone ko alak introduction nalage. Saishi gule 2003 bra loi kina NPF party bra tai 19 Pek Assembly constituency bra contest kurise aro itu time bra jita ajidak 5 times MLA phoye ase aro tala nam do Küzholuzo Nienü, popularly known as Azu Nienü. Itubar, Taibra media de tangor ekta statement dishi ki Nagaland de tia disturbing trends chuli takla opor de concern dikaish. To aibi, aji amikan Sir Azu Nienü, MLA, NPF Legislative Party laga leader, taiki olop sawal utao. Sir, Global Window ki time dia karone pishi khushi bhai ase.
Thank you for having me.
So, sir, itu bar apuni man dangor ekta statement dishe ki Nagaland de itia disturbing trends few months chola opor de apuni concerning dangor issues ekta apuni khulasa korise. So, sir, saishu gule itia oppositionless government ase, and you are part and parcel of the government.
Right.
But
right.
despite of that, kili kushi sir.
You see, someone has to bail the cat. Someone has to sound the alarm. So I feel that we are living in the most difficult, disturbing times at the moment, because there is total social unrest, clubbed up with the rule of law has been challenged over and over again by our so-called national workers. Amakan parallel government no higina multiple governments Nagaland government cholanis na ase. I think we have around 25, 26 factions.
Yes.
Itu sob alak ekjon do ekta order dibo. So it's, don't you think it's disturbing? Na hoy. Our concern thaka. Aru itia amakhan government, present government, so-called oppositionless government, rule of law ke challenge kure ase to. So I think it's time we the oppositionless government also wake up to the call of duty and start acting upon it. Why? Because of lately, Sabina, American kiki disturbing hoise. And Kitovi, I'm not in favor of anybody. I'm not in favor of and Kitovi nor Alezo. But Taike Ineka impeach Kuridia, then Abdul ke Muradia, then again Ankit transport.
Yes.
Kanke fire Kurna Miss Kurishido.
Yes.
Over and above Jaluke de road construction workers comes ke adapt kurna, kidnap kurna loja. See, ito kan so to American dikiaze or lately KKB contractor ekta ruho ko gina taike aro death penalty dia. Don't you think it's disturbing? Don't you think this is a challenge to the rule of law? So someone has to wake up to the government so that the government act upon. Ajib sabse dangor rally kohimate hoa ase, called by the AYO. I hope that outcome will be productive, so that government starts taking action. No le to amakan indika jai thakile, it's going to have far-reaching consequences on us. Look at what happened to Bangladesh today. That might happen if the government keeps silent. It will be hojaboto. It's getting out of hand. So till such time it is under our control, we should wake up and apply rule of law, show our existence. Then only things will be disciplined. And only a disciplined society or a state can prosper. Without discipline, No state, no society, no community, no country can prosper, I'm telling you. So I think better late than never. The I mean, एकदम disturbing things can दिखा government के wake up call दिया है ऐसे.
But then sir, साइशी को ले back 2003 was साइकी ना इशू ले अपनी NPF ले Dan government minister serve कृषि sir in many capacities.
Right.
आरो इतनी नहीं ना sir NSN IM आरो NNBGs kan logote apani kan legislature forum PSC form gorina facilitator nishna pishibar bi puise and then sir 2015 August 30 framework agreement government of India and NSA and IM sign gorise then 2017 agreed position with the NNBGs aro Naga manu bishi bhabi dekhiche ke early Naga solution aibo sir now it's been more than 9 years eku nai to sir apuni kan itia assembly di bohi kina itu laga opor discuss korbo lage holibi discussion to sir Naga solution laga de equal lakni dikhe. So do you think that apuni bi ekta elected members public pra junigina pota nishna idu responsibilities loina no sir?
100%. As a leader, I'll say I'm also to blame. I owe all the responsibilities. Starting 2003 bara, first term, second term 2008 bara, then 2013 bara na government to bishi takra mosbut thakise under your leadership.
Yes.
But itu pisede amakan oppositionless banato. I find that this oppositionless is weakening the government rather than strengthening the government. Somewhere down the line, something is missing. Why? Because people are not voicing out. People are keeping quiet. So I think we have to raise our voices. And as far as the Naga political issue is concerned, the other day on 14 July, our Honorable Chief Minister called for a PSC meeting, Political Affairs Committee meeting. Matishe. Tade ami olop jurbara kotha koriche. Over the past years, amakan to serious para loina. Every time year ending te hi amakan itu Naga political issue topic to ulai de. Itu political gimmicks ekta ho jai just to come back to power na. Itu topic loy. So for the past 4 tenors, I think we practically did nothing. It was just a political gimmicks. But this time around, I feel there is going to be some changes. Why? Because in the second year, we have formed the PSC and we have had another one meeting already, and we are going to take it up with the government of India. Now, apuni goanishna 3rd August 2015 day framework agreement signed kudishe. Then 13 September 2017 day agreed position signed kudishe. Over and above 31st October 2019. I hope I'm right with the dates, okay? Subjected to correction. I was in the assembly. The governor R.N. Ravi came and addressed the house. The address kurado, talks has concluded.
Yes.
We were all shocked. So we thought within the next 2-3 months, some changes is going to come, some package is going to come, some bigger, higher status is going to come. But it's all the same. So this is also another political gimmicks played by government of India.
Okay.
They are just over time and again, they have been fooling us all the time. And we play according to the tune, we're dancing according to the tune. So it's high time we take up a strong stand to the government of India. Don't fool with us Nagas anymore.
Sir, the situation to Saishule, Abuniba Kwese, government of India, Nagaland state as a whole. Putu Punai Dias. Sir, Nagaland government led Rio government. To Takando center Laga Kota Kwadu Manahi, Dikias, sir.
You see, government to Olop Kile paralyzed Hoshe because they have an alliance with BJP.
Yes.
So, inega partner ho jado Taikan Laga development funds ki mange do. To kotha to jurbar ko na para hoy jado. So we feel that oppositionless is doing us more harm than good. That is what I feel. Holebi itia do amar bhavana to itia second year de take up korise. Amaka la suggestion to agreed position aro framework agreement te. Taikan points kan ki collect kori kana ase. All NGOs along with the undergrounds ahibolage ahire kina what is practical itu hi choose kurubo itu choose kuri kina পাব্লিক ডোমেইনে যাব কোনটো ভাল আছে নাগাৰ কাৰণে কোনটো ভাল নাই এইটো ল'ব নাপাৰে এইটো কাৰণ পাব্লিক ডোমেইনে যায় না পাব্লিক হি এইটো ভোট কৰিব লাগে তো এইটো ভোট কৰি কিনা আমাৰ খান members খানকে দিলে we should take it up to the government. We should not be facilitators alone, but we should be a body which is in the implementing part also. That is what we feel. That's why I suggested on that day, Chief Minister ki bhi koshi resolution bhi pass kuru na. Amakan itu points kan lo lebi, public kan ki practical ase ki lo pare itu lo lebi. Aur assembly te resolution pass kuru na, amakan itu lage government of India ke to dibi koi na resolution pass kuru na. Moi itu tak ko dise de. Of course, there are members who oppose to that also. They said the rest is right, but at least we should not go to the extent of passing in the house. But now, why all this is being prolonging? I feel that it is because of government of India's game, number one, and especially the ceasefire, extensions of ceasefire, has a lot to do with our Naga political issue. There is no need for ceasefire monitoring cell. It is useless. It is just an extra burden to the state. They have no duty, nothing to do. And I feel that government of Nagaland should be bold enough to decline ceasefire. Also, government should be bold enough not to recommend for ceasefire, and ceasefire should be abrogated. Because ceasefire is an instrument to extortion. I mean to say, just it's a license to kill, license to extortion, license to kidnapping, threat, and intimidation. It is a license only. So I think without ceasefire, Nagaland will be much better. And if our national workers, if they are true national workers, they should be bold enough also to call off the ceasefire, go back to the jungle and fight for our rights.
Okay. But sir, this issue other than NSA and IM and NNBGs, itya Naga National Workers Party to say 26 wishe. And then abuni itya clearly kushe ki taxation kani to ola ase, kidnapping abdak kanu ase. Holi bi sir yadi question ekta abuni statement kushe ki government and law enforcing agencies could not stop illegal taxation menace.
Yeah,
they
cannot stop.
Government ba aro law enforcing agency wa na parle kun paribo sir?
Nai itu ceasefire to nathaki kina amakhan itia kino ceasefire monitoring cell thaka bara tai khan to sob faction to kiman ahi ase recognize kori dia ase to so the things are escalating itu nathakile to control korule paribo to because now over and above the governing body of the Nagaland state government, ceasefire monitoring cell ahi kina ta khan sob rules to cholai ase to na. So when there is not there, government will have a free hand to arrest, to put those criminals behind bars. Na? So ceasefire to me is a stumbling block to administration also.
Now sir, 60 members house there. NPF for elected member tuition ase.
Yeah.
And then mohan dikhe dege apuni tuition bishi vocal ase. Bolibi sir, being oppositionless holibi when it comes to Naga political issues, apuni tuition brabi itu par assembly de itu khan laga charcha upor de sir khotha koribole tayar bi ase na nai?
We are trying to take up a discussion on Naga political issue. Okay. Amakhan itia to opposition list buhi ase. Itu par amakhan assembly de hala korile bi 25% voice para hala kore ase. But when the day we come out of the oppositionless government, we'll raise our voices 100% above this. Don't worry.
Okay. Viewers, American discussion to jari rakhibo. We'll take a short break and we'll be right back.
Emporium Nagaland is India's premier aviation, hospitality and cruise line training and international job placement consultancy. Trained and blessed over 20,000 youths from Nagaland in prestigious international brands. The only institute in Nagaland that hosts top airlines, cruise and 5-star hotel campus interviews. The first institute to conduct international cruise campus interview in Northeast. We are open to students of class 10 and above. Emporium provides 100% placement assistance, empowering educated unemployed youths with global opportunities.
So, American discussion to jari rakhibo. Sir, Amikan Nagaland laga development sai shugule, dusra state prabi pishi pichi ase.
Right.
Amikan, sir, ek par pichi bani jaina saile. Nagaland Pulp and Pepper Corporation Limited, 1971 de sir commission korise, 1982 de production shuru hoise, 1992 de pon hoye jese. Inia gona sir Nagaland sugar mill do 1973 de loi aise aro 2001 de close korise.
Right.
Then Waziho cement plant jondo Milorip under Peck district ase. Sir iman phal chuli thakise olibi state government bra jitia 100 tons per day aru additional halise etu basiti to sir bon hoy jaise.
Right.
So youth kan olibi sir employment halibo golibi Nagaland iman nai. Beshi manu youth kan educated unemployed kan pahade jai nahi sir kaam kore. So you being in the government sir apni
Right.
abi do responsibilities loina nolo. Yes, 1992 kan sir 2003 idu kan do apni na age de ase. But then sir apni kan bi government de nole assembly de idu kan revive koroboli na discussion bi korina no kore sir.
Discuss kore, especially tuli aro sugar mill tu. Amakan time tabi no hoy amakan na jane.
Yes.
But from time to time we used to put questions in order to revive this. I'm sure those persons who are running the state of affairs, that is the government, that can kiba do initiate kura sabla. But I hold responsible as far as the cement factory of Küzholuzo was concerned, because that time it was producing 50 metric tons
Yes.
per day, and it was doing very well. It was excelling, in fact, excelling. But the government, I don't know with what idea they came up, they wanted to enhance it to 150
Yes.
tons per day. Then the experts, they advised the government that it is not feasible, it will not be happen. Because all the machineries are different. Okay, you have to change the whole set. If you're just trying to change the part, it will not work. But I don't know what happened. The government industries department went ahead with it, and today, till today, it's a failure, total failure. So I, being a part of the government during those days, I hold responsibility it also. But coming to the use this and so forth, I think when you want to blame, you know, the other day a big group of people came to my house. They were saying, sir, the whole government is corrupted, MLAs and ministers, chief minister is corrupted, government officials are corrupted. I was shocked. In any write-up you see, people aim at MLAs because we are the soft targets. But I tell you very frankly, those people who are saying that MLAs are corrupted, it is a sin for them. We hold no file. We don't have any department. How can we corrupt? We are getting our pay and salary only. And with that pay and salary, can you call us corrupt? But if you are going to tell me that those who are running the state of affairs, the ministers, government officials, then I can say in some way you're right. But we cannot blame the MLAs there, because it's the responsibility of those persons who are running the affairs of the government. And that is the cabinet ministers, MLAs, and also the advisors. They're not a part of those people who are running the affairs of the government. Okay. So I think the blame should go to those persons who are running the affairs. As I stated, during our time, for 3 terms I was a minister.
Yes.
During our time, what went wrong? I hold responsible. So now the present people who are running the affairs, they should hold responsible also.
Sir, Amikan Waziho to Saishigule, there are abundance of raw materials. 3.5 million metric tons mineral deposit ase. Ini agona be bon gona rakhi ase.
Yeah.
So sir, itu laga upor de apni kan ek part charcha kurubo lagi no hai.
I think some few assemblies back, this question was put up again. And the answer was that the department is looking into it, and hopefully within the next few months or years, it will be productive. Let's wait and see. Watch.
So sir, Amikan Arbitia, Nagaland state laga youth.
All right.
Porter Saishigule, election time de, Bishiba, manifesto, aro rally kan de. Amikan focus to youth kan ge upgrade kurubo le ase ho koi. Bolibi itiadak sai na ishigule koi government bra youth karni implement skill development alak gyan nishina holibi sir proper guide nokore. Aro itia saishigule Nagaland state more than sir 90,000 educated unemployed youths ase.
Right.
So sir itu laga upor de কিনিকা একটা সলিউশন একটা ওলাব নিচিনা বিকজ গভর্নমেন্ট বাসত কিটা জব দিব নাপাৰিব স্যার সো আপুনি এজ এ এনপিএফ স্যার লেজিসলেটিভ পার্টি লিডার আপুনি ভাবি স্যার এটোলা ওপৰতে কি কয়
সি আমি ক'বলৈ মনটো না এইটো সবটো আনএমপ্লয়মেন্ট প্ৰব্লেমটো গভৰ্নমেণ্টকে বি নাদিলে ভাল আছে Why? Because the government also has limited government jobs. It cannot employ everybody. And of lately, I can see under Rio's government youth department is taking a lot of initiatives in promoting the youth. Okay, there are a lot of facilities, especially in terms of loan money also has been given to the youths. Now, what I would like our youth to emphasize more is, do not emphasize on government jobs. Try to emphasize more on entrepreneurship, business. Try to become a business tycoon and be the king of your own empire. In that way, you'll become employers and not employees. Because when I take up entrepreneurship, when I take up business, I'll have my business empire. There I can employ 10, 20, 30, 40 people of my own. Isn't that?
Right.
Instead of depending on the government. So I think today, the world is changing. It's going into privatization, entrepreneurship. I think we should shift to that because we cannot depend on the government. There is also a saturating point as far as employment is concerned. We have crossed that saturating point also.
Sir, Nagaland state to say shigule. Iti apuni thick point kuishe ulibi sir. Government festival kan poibole something like sir Hornbill festival. Poisa do kut prabi ai jay. Aro sir tourists can attract kore. And Nagaland is known as a land of festival.
Of course.
Ulibi sir, when it comes to rasta bunabole, ekta hospital ekta upgrade koribole.
Right.
Noile sir public khan laga approach ro ekta bunabo garni to sir fun nai koi.
Right.
Ulibi Nagaland sir key program ekta organize koribole ase tadi to surplus fund ai jay. So sir ito apuni kan bi as a MLA kitaba the question korina na kori sir.
Amakan ito frankly discussion to be koi thaki ho. I think we're having too much festivals. We're too much occupied with festivals and we're not focusing on more important points. Nah. But now when you come to roads, I'll be very frank. NICDCL also. Look at this National Highway 29 here, Dimapur to Kohima. They have told us that it has been completed, 99% completed. Do you think it's 99% completed? It's total false and lies. Okay. For me, I would say it's hardly 70% completed. Because there is 4 lane, but 1 lane we're not using at all.
Yes.
And at one point of time, last winter, I was there, I violated the rules. From evening, say 7 p.m. till morning 5 p.m., 7 p.m. they used to close the road.
Right.
But during that period, I wanted to just violate the rules, travel that road and see what sort of repairing was going on. I crossed the whole length. Not even one machinery was there. Not even a labor was there repairing the road. But just to harass the public, they were closing the road. See, this is going on. So it is the NICDCL who is responsible. But for the smaller connectivities, down to villages, of course, that is the responsibility of the state government, PWD. And I think they need to focus on more on those roads instead of trying to focus on areas where, I mean, they can easily pocket the funds. Because today, these days, funds are placed somewhere where you can pocket it, isn't it? That's going on everywhere. And that's a sad fact and reality.
So, sir, iti apuni koise NHIDCL kan ki claim koribo lage. Now, state government ase.
Yeah.
Sir, ruling ase. Apuni kan bi opposition list ase.
Right.
So, NHIDCL ki sir government laga presence dekhabo lage. Aro itia sabi sir 2023 de.
Right.
Pator girigina sir manu laga jan jaise.
Right.
Itu barbi sir pator girina fortunately jokom do hoise boli manu mora nai.
Right.
Boli sir state government do chupchapi dikhi ase do. So apuni bi tadi ase sir.
Yeah, right. You can blame me. But every assembly you see, I'm putting questions on NICDCL road. First assembly, second assembly, third assembly, fourth. Third assembly I could not because it was just one day. It was discussion for municipal act. I was not present. I was out of station. Fourth assembly also I put question. This time also I put a question. So I was telling the commissioner secretary, National Highways, we need to put more pressure on the NHDCL and they need to be held accountable for all these things. But I think the state government, to some extent, they are also helpless because NSIDCL itself is an autonomous body, semi-government. And I think they have become more like untouchable zone. And this needs to be reported to the highest level. This is what I feel.
Now, sir, Patkai bra luigina Kaspani area tak kan saishi gule, Pepi area tak.
Right.
Earth cutting to saishi gule, sir, apuni bi Pangs par MLA po aise.
Right.
So, aro sir, R&B apuni bi thori lisho.
Right, right.
So, slope cutting to sir apuni bi ki koye de.
It's very wrong. You see, in those difficult terrains, they should always have bench cutting.
Yes.
2-3 bench cutting. So that if there is a landslide, then follow. So it'll fall in the first bench, then it'll fall in the second, then coming down a lot hard. It's like that, isn't it? But they didn't have any bench cutting. They did not take any precautionary measures at all. They did it purposely. Maybe in the DPR it may be there, but they didn't do just, they pocketed the money maybe. So I was telling Nagaland News Network, I was telling them, the NGOs need to file PIL and take them to court. Because once PIL is filed and it goes to court, it'll be a suo motu case. CBI can come in. CBI needs to intervene as far as all these NICHL projects are concerned.
Sir, apuni PIL public kan ki halibo lagi ko ase. Thik ase buji ase. Bolibi sir 60 MLA do public kan ba chuni gina public lagawan behalf te kotha koribole public lagawan behalf te NHIDCL kan ba in case rasta thik no banai gole takan ke question koribo garne assembly te bohai di ase to aru eta bohina rakhi na public prai PIL gorle itu no na sir
itu pura ambe khan to question kore ase to every you see all the question as far as NICHL road is concerned. It is only me who has questioned NICHL. Okay. No other MLAs have questioned. In every mess, this assembly also you'll see 2-3 questions coming up again. Their nefarious activities, because I have seen in one project, for slow progress, they terminated. For slow progress of 2 months, NICHL have terminated one project. That is Kohima Jasami Package 5, where physical progress per month was 1.48%. Physical progress per month. Now you look at Kohima Jasami Package 2. For 7 months, 8 months, 0 physical progress. Till now, they have not terminated it. So there is something fishy, isn't it? Something is wrong, isn't it? Lot of partiality is there. That's why I've been questioning. We hold responsible as 60 MLAs, of course. But when it comes to NICHL, we become helpless. That's why I'm telling, we are giving questions, take our answers, look into our answers, look at the loopholes, look at the mistakes, and take them, file a PIL. And that PIL, once it goes to court, with that you can go for suo motu, na? CBI.
Sir, Nagaland State project pishi hai. Aro sir, foundation stone do pota thakibo.
Right.
Holi bi completion ni dikhe. Aro delay bishi hoy sir. So edo contractors kan ba delay tactics khilabe hobo pare. To apuni kan sir elected members par bi kitiaba to question korbo lagi noy.
We question. You see, contractor kan laga ekta train ekta ulai shide. For nearly 2 decades now. They'll just delay their work. They'll go for enhancement.
Price escalation, sir.
Price escalation. So enhancement, price escalation, the same. Supposing it's a 10 crore project, they'll delay it purposely, they'll make it 100 crore. That is the tactics they're playing. So we need to be aware. The contractors are cheating public money. Doing nothing, just price escalation. And then they robbed. I mean, for me, it's a daylight robbery. When you can finish the project in 20 crore, you have to escalate the 200 crore. And all the extra funds, which can be utilized in somewhere else, other areas, it's being utilized there. This is a very wrong trend.
So, the multi-sports utility complex, jundo DC court te bana ase. Youth can be shibak rukhi ase.
Right.
Ido kitia complete hobo, kitia complete hobo. So, sir, itu laga opor debi abuni ko anisina. Itu trend to chule ase ko ase na ki ko.
That's what I'm saying. That is one of the main causes. Itu asuto. Who's the contractor? I don't know. But me being the chairman of the Committee on Government Assurance, after the assembly, maybe in October, we're going to pay a physical spot verification.
Okay.
So that time, why I would invite all of you also to come and see. And let us see the actual work order value, and today to what extent it has been escalated. That is what I want to see.
Okay.
That's why I've put a query on it.
Okay.
So in October, we'll be taking a spot verification. You come. There you'll get all the details.
ঠিক আছে স্যার আপুনি লগত কথা কোৱা পিছে খুশি পাইছে আৰু
Thank
এইটো
you.
লৈ কিনা স্যাৰ নাগালেণ্ড ষ্টেট এতিয়া কি চলি আছে চৰ্চা চব লগাব পৰে স্যাৰ আপুনি খুলম খোলা কৈ দিছে ৰেছপন্সিবিলিটিজ বি লৈছে স্যাৰ বেছি খুশি পাইছে বাট বিফৰ উই ওয়াইন আপ স্যাৰ আপুনি পাব্লিক খানকে কি মেছেজ দি আছে স্যাৰ
My message to the public should be more vigilant, like Global Window, especially the directors, Mr. Sankam and other friends, and try to question those who are in the helm of powers so that they be held responsible, so that we can have a society where there is accountability and transparency, so that we can lift up our society into a better place to live in. Thank you.
স্যাৰ আপুনি লা কিমতি টাইম গ্লোবাল উইন্ডো কি দিনা স্যাৰ পলিটিক্যাল সিনাৰিও হবি এতিয়া নাগালেণ্ডে কি চলি আছে এইটো চব লগাব পৰে স্যাৰ আপুনি লা ভিউজ শ্বেয়াৰ কৰাৰ কাৰণে বেছি খুশি পাইছে থ্যাংক ইউ সো মাচ
Thank you so much. Thank you.
So viewers, আপুনি kan দেখি পাইছে that was Azo Nienü, MLA and leader of NPF Legislative Party, Government of Nagaland. আৰু তাইবৰা কোৱা আপুনি kan শুনি পাইছে কি এতিয়া নাগালেণ্ডে যোনটো 2-3 মহিনা ট্ৰেণ্ড চলি আছে এইটো লগাব পৰে তাইবৰা কথা কোৱা বি শুনি পাইছে এতিয়াতো এনেকুৱা চুপচাপ নফৰিব লাগিব আছে আৰু এইটোৱে নহয় কিনা নাগালেণ্ডে ডেভেলপমেণ্ট কেলে ষ্টেগনেণ্ট হৈ আছে এইটো লগাব পৰে তাই MLA হৈ কিনা ৰেছপন্সিবিলিটিজ লোৱা এডমিট কৰাবি তাই কৈ আছে হ'লেবি তাই কোৱাটো এতিয়াতো অপজিশ্যনলেছ গভৰ্ণমেণ্ট আছে এইটোৰ পৰা 25% দেহে আৱাজটো উঠাই আছে ওৱান্স অপজিশ্যনলেছ পৰা তাকান ওলাই যাইছে গ'লে 100% আৱাজ উঠাব কৈ আছে আৰু এইটোৱে নহয় কিনা এতিয়া নাগালেণ্ডে যোনটো 4 লেন পাটকাইৰ পৰা লৈ কিনা কহিমালা তাকতে পাব্লিক খান আহা যোৱা কৰিবলৈ লগা দিগদাৰ হৈ আছে ইটো লগা ওপৰতে ডাঙৰ খোলাচা কৈ আছে কি NHIDCL খান পৰা কাম কমপ্লিট কৰাটো খালি 70% আছে তাই নিজৰ বি যাই কিনা চাইছে কোনটো ৰিপেয়াৰিং কৰিব লাগে ইটোতে একটা লেবাৰ খান বি নলি মেচিনাৰিজ খান বি আনি কিনা নাই কৈ আছে আৰু এইটো লগা ওপৰতে এছেম্বলিতে চৰ্চা কৰিবলৈ তৈয়াৰ আছে আৰু নাগালেণ্ডে প্ৰজেক্টছ খান কিমান আহে কিলে দিলে হয় এইটো চব লগা ওপৰতে তাই ডাঙৰ খোলাচা দি আছে কি কণ্ট্ৰেক্টাৰ্ছ খান নাগালেণ্ডে অলপ চামে ট্ৰেণ্ড একটা চলি আছে কি কণ্ট্ৰেক্ট কাম শুৰু কৰিব এইটো পাছতে কামটো বন্ধ কৰি ৰাখি দিব আৰু প্ৰাইচ এস্কেলেশ্যন হোৱা ৰখিব এইটো পাছতে প্ৰজেক্ট লগা লিমিটেড বিয়ন উঠি কিনা কাম কমপ্লিট হোৱা নামতে পাব্লিক খান দুখ পা লগা ওপৰতে তাই কৈ আছে আৰু মাল্টি স্পৰ্টছ ইউটিলিটি কমপ্লেক্স যোনটো DC কোৰ্টে বনাই আছে ইটো লগা ওপৰতে তাই পৰা কৈ আছে কি অক্টোবৰ মহিনাতে তাই নিজৰ যাই কিনা ভিজিট কৰিব স্পট ভেৰিফিকেশ্যন কৰিব কোনটো দিক কামি আছে কোনটো তাক কমপ্লিট হৈছে কি প্ৰব্লেম আছে এইটো চব চেক এণ্ড বেলেঞ্চ ৰাখিব গৈ আছে আমি গান আশা কৰিব কি যোনটো ডিছকাশ্যন হৈছে এইটো চব লগা ওপৰতে পাব্লিক কান বেনিফিট হৈছে এতিয়া কাৰণে মানে ফৰ মোৰ আপডেটছ আপোনাৰ চাই আহিবি গ্লোবাল উইণ্ডো